joined by the 49ers' newest offensive lineman, Colton McKivitz. Colton, first things first, congratulations. Welcome to the family. How has this draft process been for you? And let's start first with the waiting period. How has that been?
Yeah, it's been. Part of it's exciting and anxious. I haven't got a whole lot of sleep at all the past couple nights. So, I think the worst part is watching mom and dad walk around. And I know last night things were pretty quick to end things and say goodnight. So I was kind of anxious towards at the end. But now we're picked and I got a place to go. So pretty excited.
So where are you guys at right now?
Mom and dad are still in Ohio, and then I'm actually here in Arizona. Didn't want to risk getting anyone sick or bring anything back to where I'm training. So it was, we're FaceTiming and getting to see them. So I'm excited.
That's awesome. They're finally getting to have that sigh of relief. But what about this draft process? I mean, it's a completely different process than what's happened in previous years, given the climate that we're in. But how was it for you? Did you have any contact with the 49ers?
Leading up to it, after the combine, I didn't really know that they were someone, a team that was looking to take me, and for them to draft, trade up and get me is pretty impressive, and I think that's pretty awesome for what they did for me, and it was kind of a surprise to see that number pop up on my phone.
Well, I mean, what does it mean, the 49ers jumping up because they saw you were available and they said, you're our guy, despite maybe not hearing from them during this draft process? They do have their ways of kind of keeping things under wraps, but how was that?
Yeah, no, it was pretty exhilarating. I know some of the guys in the gym, some of the vets I talked to, who I work out with, they said that, one of the teams that they didn't even, talk to a whole lot drafted them as well. And, for me to have the same thing happen with the Niners, it's pretty awesome.
So if I'm not mistaken, you didn't start playing football until later in your high school career, correct?
Yeah, my sophomore year.
So you actually thought you were going to be playing baseball. Tell me about this switch.
So, originally I wanted to be a baseball player. If only I was a left-hander, maybe I'd be playing for, the Angels or something. But the switch was, I didn't really like it at first. My mom said, maybe go play, transfer to the public school, try football out. You have the body for it, so why not? And then, once I got it put in my mind that this was a way to get school paid for, then it was a no-brainer, and it was a pretty easy switch.
It sounds like it worked out in your favor. So joining the 49ers, you're going to be joining an offensive line that features guys like Mike McGlinchey and newly acquired Trent Williams from the Washington Redskins. Also, Joe Staley today announced his retirement. Are you familiar with any of these guys?
Obviously Joe Staley, and Trent Williams at this point. I mean, they're both, possibly Hall of Famers, and they've all had great careers. So, and then McGlinchey, I grew up watching him, through college. He was one of the names that kept popping up, and as guys who are going to go early. So to be able to join that kind of group and learn from those guys it's going to be a great experience.
Are there some tackles or offensive linemen that you just modeled your game after, especially once you started playing tackle in high school?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's Joe Thomas. He's going to walk into Canton and just an overall technician and one of the greatest ever to play the position. And then for me personally, Taylor Lewan, just the way that he's kind of a prick on the field, and everyone in that locker room, they know that he's got their back and he's a fighter, and that's the kind of role that I like to take on.
You've got a good list that you've modeled your game after, and you're joining a good list here with the San Francisco 49ers. Colton, congratulations. Don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know mom and dad want to talk more to you, so we'll let you go. But thanks so much, and welcome to the family.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Should be awesome.